did you get at my dad anyway?
I told him I could save his wife, and he said yes.
I guess they oversold me, being your one and only vessel.
You're my true vessel, but not my only one.
What is that supposed to mean?
It's a bloodline.
A bloodline?
Stretching back to Cain and Abel, it's in your blood, your father's blood, your family's blood.
Awesome. 6 degrees of heaven bacon.
Hi guys, and welcome to another Create a Sim video. This time I am actually trying to make Michael, or young John Winchester. It's kind of the same. So yeah, this was my earlier version of him. I don't think I had a Create a Sim for that one. But you know, I was just like, yeah, it's not really that good. So because I was going to, remake, well, actually make the angel family with 4 archangels, God, and I think I add 3 other angels. I was like, yeah, okay, I really do have to do a remake. So I just had a picture of, what's his name, Matt Cohen, I think. I hope I'm not saying his name wrong. And just did an entire redo. So at the moment I am doing the lips. Trying to look at the photo at the moment. Yeah, it was actually just some really little tweaks that I did with the mouth. Nothing special. I think the biggest thing was just detailing the nose and the eyes. I think that was actually, yeah, and the chin. The chin was off as well. I really didn't detail it as well as I normally do. Well, actually, it was one of my first Sims, and I think I did really get better at making Sims. So I guess this redo was a little bit necessary. So yeah, Michael, the oldest of the archangels, far from my favorite character. I really don't like him. He's not the worst of the brothers. Like, well, I mean, he's the worst, but not the character I like least, I guess, is a way to say it. He's just not that interesting. Like, I really like Gabriel and Lucifer because they are interesting characters. But I really can't say that for Michael, and also not for Raphael. Like, Michael is like the judgy type. Well, I mean, at least that's how how he he's very strict. He's very, he's very full of himself. I think that's a good description of Michael. Now, do keep in mind, I haven't seen the latest seasons, actually. I'm in season 11, so I haven't watched the entire new Michael thing. But that's what he just sounds like in, the earlier seasons. I never really understood why people liked him, because some people really do like him, and I don't understand. I think it's very difficult to understand. I think now that I look at it, I'm just going to be doing some very small tweaks, actually. Mainly, I think the head width might be something I change. And the nose, I don't remember changing a lot after this, though, because actually all those little tweaks made it look much better. So it was a redo that wasn't per se super complicated. But yeah, you often see me just dragging sliders and then dragging them back up and then see like what's the difference, and do I like the difference, or do I, keep the original? That's actually my entire tactic. Sometimes I just really slide it and then think, maybe that's better. And sometimes I slide it and I'm like, no, that really isn't better. It's no, I obviously have some points that I always look at and that I really know what to do with. But then there's some sliders that I'm like, look, I'll just slide it, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't work, well, I'll just use the undo button. It's my way of creating Sims, I guess. Like, I look at a lot of details, but sometimes, sometimes you just have to try things. But to be honest, I really think Michael turned out quite well. Some minor tweaks on the nose. I really don't know if it makes a difference sometimes. But I do. I think, do I fix the jaw? Like, or did I already do that? Now I don't know. But yeah, like it's very difficult sometimes to recreate people. Some people are more difficult than others. Did I really give him a point as last name, like Michael Point? Wow. So now I go to clothing because I was like, yeah, okay, that is good enough. Like, I tried my best. It's not going to get better. Sometimes you just have to do that. For clothing, I went with, Young John's clothing, like a very dark blue jeans jacket, I guess it is, with like a matte blue shirt. And then normally under that he has like a grayish blue t-shirt, but I don't think I could find something with a t-shirt under it, so I just recolored this one. Like, I made it a bit darker, I think, or didn't I? Guess I didn't actually. Like, I made it that bluish. Then his pants, I really don't know. Sometimes I don't know. Oh yeah, so I did recolor the jacket a bit. It seems like I actually made it lighter instead of darker. Interesting. Because now that I look at the photo, it does seem darker to me. But I mean, maybe that's a shadowing thing. Like, sometimes colors are really guessing because lighting is always different and like it's sometimes really difficult to see. Suit, for the rest of the outfits I went with the like classic kind of look that Michael has in season 14? Or is it 13? 14, I guess. I found some pictures. Of course, it's normally Dean then, of course, but I went with the same kind of old vibe. It's difficult to describe. But with that grey suit that he has. Yeah, you just see me searching for like a decent appropriation of that suit. I think I go with this one, don't I? Yeah, and then he has like that grayish, like very stylish suit. Like, I must say, it's handsome. Thing is, like, I mean, I think a lot of people were like, oh my god, Jensen looks so hot in that suit. I'm just like, yeah, he probably does. He's just not my type. But yeah, so I took those outfits and put it on, young John Winchester. Well, Michael as young John Winchester. Or the other way around, young John Winchester as Michael. Yes, that's totally what I meant to say. So that's what I inspired the rest of the outfits on. Well, most of the rest of the outfits on pictures that I saw of Michael in season 14, I think it is. That's why he has that oldish vibe. For sleepwear, I really can't remember what I gave him. Yeah, that kind of looked posh. That's just the vibe I have of Michael, though. Like, for me, Michael is that posh, know-it-all, thinks he's the best of the best. And that's my opinion of Michael. It's not a good one. So maybe that changes when I watch the new season, actually. But yeah, that's just always the vibe he gave to me. Like, not a loving brother, but more like halfly, like half a robot or something. Like he wants to do, I don't know, the good thing? Well, no, he doesn't want to do the good thing. Like he wants to, I don't know. It's very difficult to describe what I feel about Michael. I just don't like him. That's a good way to describe it. I don't like Michael. Maybe it's because I like Lucifer, but I just like, for me, Michael just doesn't really have much of a personality, apart from being a very judgmental little prick. So yeah, I do give him white wings. Like, it's very difficult to decide what color wings people have. So like, give like white with like silvery tips. I hope that's okay with you guys. If, you know, for the people that watch Supernatural, that I gave him white wings. So yeah, I went for that long coat. At least I tried to find it. Yeah, I go with that one, I think. It was the closest I could find. It's not perfect. But yeah, I actually go with that one. Wow. Apparently I really did hesitate a lot about it though. But ultimately I go for this one. Like it's not as snazzy as you know, it would be if it's open and you see the suit under it. That would be cool. But yeah, unfortunately we don't have that in The Sims. That's always a bit unfortunate. So the shoes, I changed those as well. And then I changed the hair for this particular outfit as well, because Dean Michael, Dyke, no, that's the name of the ship. No, we're not going there. Has that beret? Yeah, that one. That's not really a beret, but you know what I mean. Like a baker hat. Isn't that what you call it? So I put that on and I was like, yeah, that's quite cool. He's going to stand out a lot. Here you see me making like a second outfit, which is yeah, that here I don't go for the jacket, but for the shirt and the t-shirt under it. And I give him the wings because I find it easier to do that in a second outfit so that my angels aren't constantly running around with their wings out. Because that's a bit like, you wouldn't do that, I think. I don't know why, but in this video, like it was, well, it's not only this video, it's also when I was making it, the wings weren't as detailed as they normally were, you know, as they normally are. I don't know what that was, but it got fixed eventually, so I really don't know how I did that. So I do the same for formal wear, where I also give him a second outfit that is exactly the same, but with wings. And I think that's it, or do I also do it for the outerwear category? I wouldn't know. Oh yeah, I think this kind of fixes it. Does it? Might have just been the stark white. So here I go to personality traits. What do I give him? Ambitious, obviously. What did I give him? I can't remember. I think no sense of humor was on my mind as well. Grumpy, definitely grumpy. Inappropriate, because they say stuff they really shouldn't be saying sometimes. So no sense of humor, but I think I removed that in favor of, you know, something else. Snob. I definitely gave him snob. And I think I changed no sense of, oh no, proper. But then I was like, no. Perfectionist. Yes, that's what I went with. And as his lifetime wish, I gave him the political one, so leader of the free world, which is the same as Lucifer, so that's clashing. I gave him, yeah, I gave him classical music as favorite, and I think steak as favorite meal, and favorite color blue. So I hope you like my version of Michael. As you know, not my favorite character, but I did enjoy making him. I hope you enjoyed seeing me make him. And if you liked the video, please leave a like or a comment if if you want to say something about the creation process. Or subscribe if you want to keep up to date with the videos. I really hope this is also useful for people who are making Sims, to see how I do it. And maybe that helps them. So I hope that for whatever reason you watched it, I hope it helped or entertained you. And I will see you later. Bye!